Hey everyone, Techne here with this week's episode of Techne Talks. We have an absolutely juicy topic. You know what I really need to do for this series right here is come up with like an intro, like one of those real intense newscast intros, like this week's episode on Techne Talks. Yeah, I don't know. I need to work on something to make it a little juicy right there. You know, some flat. I don't know. We're gonna work on that. But anyways, the topic we have today, talking about juicy, is YouTuber burnout. This will go perfectly in line with last week's episode of Techne Talks, talking about full-time YouTubers. Then going right here with YouTuber burnout. Now, I just want to chime in here before a lot of people start commenting down at the bottom. I just want to be clear. This is not me saying I'm burnt out. I have never been burnt out on YouTuber burnt out on YouTube, you know? So you got to take this as me kind of as an outsider, kind of like you guys, right? And that's the best way to really take it, because me not being burnt out, we can look at it from the outside and we see it all over online. We see it on Twitter. We see it from our favorite YouTubers. You can go into YouTube right now, like just right now. Well, click on YouTube. I'll type right here, YouTube burnout. And there's hundreds of thousands of videos, right? You can Google it. I'm in Google right here. So YouTuber burnout. CNN has an article. The Insider, The Guardian, The Verge, everybody has. New York Times has an article about YouTuber burnout. So again, this is obviously a big thing out there. It's going to be a juicy topic. Before we get into that juicy topic, I'm already getting into it. It's so juicy. How about the products we're using in this week's episode? Again, Razer Blade 17 3070 right here, an absolute tank. How about this mic setup, as you guys see? The new Elgato Wave XLR. I have it right back here behind the box, plugged up and everything. Plugged into it, we have the Audio Technica AT2035 microphone. I have a review coming up on this. I've been messing with this a lot in the background. Here it is all right back here, right on my ever so favorite mic stand, right? But anyways, I got a review coming up on this, but wow. I think this is going to be the new Techne Talks setup right here. Anyways, again, review coming for that, so subscribe for that. But let's get on to this subject right here, right? YouTuber burnout. Now, let's take it from the start, right? Talking about YouTuber burnout. Even though, like for me even, YouTube's not a job, but we're still working at it, right? You're still putting energy and effort into it, in your heart and your passion, right? Just like a regular job or a career, no matter what that be, or part-time, full-time, or management position, something like that, right? But you can also take it in that way, talking about those three types of positions. Let's talk about like a part-time, someone that's just starting YouTube, like how do I get up to the big guys? How can I catch up to there? So you're grinding, you're just pushing, and you're like, man, what am I doing? Why can't I get there? Maybe you're that full-time associate, right? That you're like, okay, I gotta like do this so I can get right there to that next level, and I can do this full time, and I can make this my job. I can make this my career. What do I have to do to keep doing that? Maybe you're that guy that's all the way up there, right? That you got this as your career. You have this as your job, right? You're like, man, I gotta keep doing this to maintain this. Let me make sure I'm making this video to maintain that. Goes right in line with that full-time video we did last week, right? So think about those three areas right there, right? Number one, you're always competing with someone else or the algorithm or just the platform or yourself or your audience. What does the audience want to see? What's going to make those numbers produce, right? So right there, that's I personally think, again, me never being burnt out on YouTube, I'm speaking from the outside, just like you guys. And I think that's why this is great right here for us to conversate like this, because someone from the outside, and it's the way I kind of look at it as well. I don't want to sound like a schmuck. I'm just being straight honest as an outsider, even though I'm a YouTuber. I look at it like, how are you complaining about doing YouTube? You sit there, you make videos about products. Some of these, if not the majority of these products you're getting for free from these companies. You're talking about tech and you're making money on it. What is there to complain about? You know what I mean? And again, I don't mean to sound like a schmuck, but that's kind of like the idea I get. You know what I mean? Like, I think where you can lose it is when you start putting it into those positions, right? Where do you want to put it? Are you competing? Are you trying to stay right here or something? Because then you're looking at YouTube as, okay, I have to make a video about this. I forgot my drink. No, I didn't. It's right here. Give me a second, guys. Oh, I'm already a little dry here. Such a spicy topic's got my throat burning up, right? So think about it like that. When you start taking YouTube as a serious job, career, or whatever, a path, you're going to be competing with that platform with other content creators, no matter, even if you say, nah, we're just community, we're family, yada, yada, yada. You still want to be the best. You want to perform. You know what I mean? And I think when you start doing that, you're just going to start beating yourself up and not doing stuff you enjoy. You know, it's almost as crazy as it sounds like. Again, I'm going to refer back to that the Techne Talks full-time episode we just did. And if you haven't watched it, I'm going to go check it out because you kind of understand where I'm coming from a little bit more. So it's like my career I had, not even when I started my own personal business. That's a little bit too, right? But that was something more or less I couldn't handle because it got so crazy. But when I had a career, it was in management, right? Even starting from the bottom, I'm the yes man. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it, right? And then when you get into that management, you're just always trying to be the best, right? And get to that spot right there. And like, just honest, I did it for like 13 years, 15 years, something like that. I forget, right? But I got burnt out. I was just like, man, it's just like, the money's nice. The money was great. You know what I mean? But you're just like exhausted. And you sit there. It's like, am I doing this just for the money? We all need money. Don't act like I'm saying I don't appreciate the dollar. That's not what I'm saying. Get yourself a good job and push it. You know what I mean? And you got to do that. You do everything else in the background, right? But that's also the way you can take YouTube, right? It's like, are you pushing for that money? Are you pushing for that clout? Are you pushing for the numbers? The numbers, the growth is awesome. That's enjoyable. You're going to pat yourself on the back. I've seen great numbers. I pretty much, flatline just going up, and it's awesome. I love the growth. It's fun. We all love growth, right? But if that's what you're just chasing, if you're chasing for that next hot video that's going to just, and this topic, right? Like a custom keyboard is a real big topic these days. So you're just going to focus on that. Is that all the content you're going to make? Me personally, I would get burnt out. Let me know what you think. I'm curious what you guys would think. Like, think about if you were a YouTuber. Say if you're like a mechanic, for example, right? And you're working on the same car every day. You're just going to get bored. It's going to be easy. Repetition. You're going to know what to do. But after that extensive period of time, you're going to get burnt out, man. You just be like, dude, this is just boring. Talking about burnt out. It's not just, you're putting in too many hours. You're bored of it. You've lost that creative mind, that learning area and everything, That's all part of burnout is everything, So think about it that way. Like, whatever job you're doing. And it's just like, like, yeah, let me get away from this for a little while, right? That's what I think it is. Now with YouTube, again, going back, talking about like from an outsider, like it looks like complaining, which, I mean, a lot of it does. It's kind of like, well, number one, I never look at YouTube as a job. It shouldn't be a job. It should be a hobby, and hobbies you usually enjoy, skating, biking, whatever, arts, crafts, stuff like that, It's always something different, riding different trails. Skating different parks or areas, whatever, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. That's what makes those hobbies fun. In my eyes, like if I was reviewing the same class, like headsets, let's just go my route. Headsets. Headsets are my best performing class of videos, right? They really are. I enjoy them the best. Hands down. I think you all know that, right? You can probably see it in the videos. I love reviewing headsets. I love reviewing all tech. Let's put it right there. But if I was to pick one thing that I love the most, it's headsets. It really is, But if I just reviewed headsets, I'd probably already have closed this channel down. You know what I mean? I just get bored. And it's like, I know people can go different ways around it, right? Because like if you focus on one class, keyboards, headsets, microphones, you get that audience that's going to come to you and know what you're covering. All right, hey, I'm going to go to Techne for headsets. Oh, I'm going to Jim Bob Joe for keyboards, or whatever it may be. The audience is going to know what you're covering, so you're going to get that more, that solid core base viewer that's always going to be there for you. Like for me, example, I posted a video about a gaming phone the other day, Headsets, keyboards, microphones, laptops. I got electric bike content coming up. Do those videos perform and like go crazy? No, but I love them and I have fun making them. They make me smile. I just have fun doing them. You know what I mean? And yeah, we make content for the viewers. That's what it is, really, But if you're not having fun with it, it's like at the end of the day, what's the stinking point? You're going to get burnt out. You're not going to want to do it. You know what I mean? Then you're going to be sitting here and you're like, what the heck am I doing with my time? You know what I mean? This sucks. This is just boring. So that's kind of where I go about it, right? Like, I don't even look at the numbers. That's why I don't like looking at numbers, because I can go look at algorithm and it'll tell me, hey, this type of headset or this type of content is performing the best. Let me continuously make that kind of content so each video will hit these kind of numbers and I'll make this kind of money. I could do that. But again, I would get bored. I was like, man, I want to cover this stuff here, even though this is different from my regular content, because I'm having so much fun messing around with it and it might help someone out, That's the way I go about it, And even with like a basic career, you can take it the same way with careers, you know what I mean? So again, I think YouTuber burnout is taken in so many different ways. And I think the biggest thing is when people start trying to just like strive for up here. I'm not saying never strive to be the best. I'm always trying to be number one. You know what I mean? But when you put it as your goal, like, let me do A, B, and C to get here. Every day, A, B, and C. Every video, A, B, and C to get here. You know what I mean? Let me make this content to get here. Let me copy that content creator because it's performing well to get here. I'm sorry, man, but it's just like, why do it? You know what I mean? That's my take. Like, why do it? You're really making it a job, and it's just going to create that burnout. Now, there's other routes of burnout too. Like, you hear people say like creative burnout, like they just don't know what to create anymore. I don't know. I can't relate to that. I don't even think I can speak on it. I got a board in my room of like tons of ideas. I always have tons of ideas. Like, I got my board in my room with all my ideas on it. But usually, like, my videos I make, they're not even on the board. Like, this Techne Talks wasn't on my board. I got a couple topics of Techne Talks I want to do, but this one wasn't on there. It's just like, oh, hey, man, this is hot right here. It's always in the back of my mind. So then I just do it. So I really don't even plan some of my videos. Of course, embargoes and stuff we got to, but stuff like that. So it's just fun, freestyling it, It's like music. It's like pop stars and indie labels, for example. You know what I mean? How many times you hear a pop star, and then you hear them go indie or something like that. Like, man, well, the label made me do this. The label wanted me to sing like this and sing these kind of songs. But when they go indie, it's like a total different just genre of music. And it's like, wow, where'd that person come from? For the last 5 years, they were doing this. Now that they're indie, the music and their style is completely different. I think that's awesome. I'm a big music fan. That's why some of you might be able to catch that reference right there. You can catch it with some like pop stars, like whenever they're like, or whatever musicians, right? When they're starting out, they have this kind of genre. Then when they get really big, their fourth or fifth album, their music starts sounding completely different. Tons of examples like that. And I know you all can relate to that. You know what I mean? So that's a great way to explain it right there, or take it in the music route. So I think I took a couple of routes there that hopefully you can understand, like, again, a career, maybe like music route or something, stuff like that. So TV, how about a TV actor? And then when they, make it big and they get into movies and start doing some stuff. There's so many different ways you can take it. And it's the same thing with YouTube, right? So, and I think the worst thing is when someone's trying to make it their job, right? Like YouTube their job, I think that's the easiest way to experience burnout right away. If you're striving to be that full-time YouTuber, if you're striving to get to these numbers or something, you're going to be burnt out and you're just going to be like, dude, I just don't like doing this. You're still doing it because you're making money from it. But at the end of the day, you don't enjoy it. And then you're just going to get that burnout and you're not going to have fun with it. Let me go make this next video. You know what I mean? Go at the pace that's going to make you happy. Make content that's going to make you happy. I've never had a schedule for YouTube. I make videos, sometimes 4 or 5. I've made 7 a week. This last week, I think I only made 3, So again, just do you. Let YouTube, I say it so much in many videos. Let YouTube be a hobby, not a job, not a career. Sure, when you get up to those numbers, like I stated before, I just can't even speak on those numbers with those higher, million something subscribers. And, I can't even speak on that, right? I'm talking about my level right here in my vision, right? Sure, that could be a goal. That'd be awesome if you get there. But again, as starting out and kind of going like you are now, make it a hobby. Have it fun. Do it as that side project. Have it that car you're working on. Have it that PC you're working on, that game you're trying to build XP on. Let YouTube be that. Have fun with it. Make whatever content you want. Who cares what the numbers are going to do? Who cares what the trendy topics are? Who cares? Have fun with it and do you. Be you. Don't be that person because they're doing better. Don't talk about that product just because it's a hot product. Have fun and just do it. And I think you'll avoid a lot of burnout. Because again, coming from my view where YouTube's not my job, I make good money from it, yeah. I have fun with it. And that's, again, how I can create so many videos, even though some of them may be random and, just different ideas and type of products. But again, just have fun with it. Whatever it is, your career, your YouTuber burnout right here. It's a big topic. Again, you're going to see it all over from your favorite YouTubers and stuff. And this coming from an outsider's view, someone that hasn't been burnt out on YouTube. This is my take. I want to hear your guys' take. What do you guys think? Do you think it's like, dude, these YouTubers whining about this stuff when I got to wake up at 5 in the morning and go work till 7 at night? Like, I don't even want to hear it. You know what I mean? There's multiple ways you can take it, So, again, I want to hear what you guys think. What is your thoughts on YouTuber burnout? Like, just stop whining or, like I said, take it as a hobby. I think that's the best way to take YouTube is as a hobby. Let me know what you guys think. I really want to spark this conversation down below. This juicy topic right here. Let me know what you think about this mic combo as well. Again, I do have the review coming up with this. We'll have some comparisons with it as well. But a couple playbacks I listened to. Wow. I'm really excited for one. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this one. Hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you're having a great weekend. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. I'm all mixed up here. I don't know how to close this out. I kind of close it out different. Have a great weekend. Thank you for stopping by. Anyways, see you in the next Techne Talks. Bye now.